If you know, you know. And y'all already know I told y'all this was going to be the fight of the year. And it lived up to the expectations. It was a dog fight. However, I predicted that Errol Spence was going to knock out Shawn Porter in the 10th or 11th round. But he managed to knock him down. He didn't manage to knock him out. That being said, Porter was in there the whole fight. I gave Shawn Porter, I believe, around 3 or 4 rounds. But it was a good fight throughout. Even the rounds that Errol Spence won, I believe Shawn Porter was doing good work. However, the fact that Errol Spence was just landing the cleaner punches throughout the fight. But what gave Errol Spence a hard time is the fact that he was trying to pressure Shawn Porter. What Errol Spence should have done is fight Shawn Porter the same way he fought Bundu. Use your jab to keep him on the outside, circle around the ring, and whenever he come in the inside, pop him with a couple body shots, and then just fight your fight. If it's an inside fight, if Shawn is already in the inside, then fight him in the inside. However, try to keep Shawn Porter in the outside and use your reach. However, like I stated earlier, Errol Spence, his game plan was to knock out Shawn Porter. He literally came to this fight to knock out Shawn Porter from round 1. He was digging the body early, and he was digging down low. I don't know if Shawn Porter started using his dirty tactics or the fact that Errol Spence didn't like Shawn Porter coming in with his head, and Shawn, obviously, he will land behind the elbows and a little low on the side. So Errol Spence started going low on Shawn Porter when the referee wasn't looking. So he showed one thing is that he could get down dirty if a fighter is being dirty with him and if it's a dirty fight. However, there were some vulnerabilities like backing up straight without pivoting or circling around instead, not using his jab. I mean, if y'all watch my live reaction, we were screaming at Errol Spence the whole time, throw the jab once or twice, because obviously as soon as he came in round 1 and threw a jab, Shawn Porter was trying to counter his jab. However, what you do in that situation is throw a double jab. But at the end of the day, Shawn Porter had a lot of head movement and he was trying to counter his jab. And obviously, when you move your head and you slip a jab, you're in position to counter. So that's possibly why he didn't do so, because he was being offensive with his jab and he's a taller fighter. But in that case, he had the wrong game plan, because he should have been jabbing, backing up, and circling to his right and pivoting with the hook while Shawn Porter is trying to come inside to counter Shawn Porter on the way in. Like I said, it was a dogfight though, you know. Errol got off a lot of shots, way more than Shawn did, but Shawn was landing a lot of shots in between in the process, so he wasn't out of the fight. But he definitely did not win the fight. I didn't see this fight as a split decision. That judge needed to get fired, because I gave Shawn 3 to 4 rounds. Plus him getting knocked down, there's no possible way you could have scored a fight 116, 112, or 111 like the judge did for Shawn Porter. So that being said, that judge needed to get fired. It was a tough fight, but Shawn Porter is a class level athlete, and the thing about Shawn Porter, he has a difficult style to handle. He showed that he had great footwork against Errol Spence, but what gave Errol Spence a lot of problem is the fact that Shawn Porter was using his weight in the inside, pushing Errol Spence. That's why Errol Spence looked off balance a lot, but that's because Shawn Porter was using his weight and pushing Errol Spence, and that's why Errol was calling him a football player, because he will use tactics like that. But you got to do anything in your power to make it uncomfortable for your opponent, and that's what Shawn Porter does, and that's what he's great at, is be comfortable while making your opponent uncomfortable. However, Errol Spence beat Shawn Porter at his own game. He fought a dog fight, and he showed that he's more of a dog than Shawn Porter. But I gotta take my hat off for Shawn Porter, because Shawn Porter fought a hell of a fight. Like I stated earlier, he impressed me. I thought he was gonna get knocked out, and the way that punch landed in the 11th round, right on the button, and Shawn Porter managed to get up without any problem. He was badly hurt, But like I said, he took the punch without any problem, and he continued like a champion he is. That being said, for all the people on the live saying that Errol Spence lost the fight, if you say that, then you must believe Lomachenko lost to Luke Campbell. Luke Campbell gave Lomachenko a lot of problems himself. Did y'all say Lomachenko lost that fight? Y'all claim Lomachenko dominated that fight, even though Lomachenko stated that was his toughest fight to date, right? That being said, Luke Campbell was ranked number 5 in the division, and Lomachenko fought him for a vacant belt. However, Shawn Porter was a 2-time world champion, unlike Luke Campbell, who lost to Linares, then fought Lomachenko for a vacant belt, right? That being said, they on 2 different class, and Errol Spence fought a better fighter than Lomachenko. So what? He struggled. Anybody struggles against Shawn Porter, but what's impressive is the fact that Errol Spence was the most dominant fighter against the Shawn Porter. Look what Shawn Porter did to Keith Thurman. It was a very close fight. However, this was a close fight, but Errol Spence won it clearly. That being said, they announced that Danny Garcia is next for Errol. They shocked me, they shocked Errol, and they shocked the world. I guess Manny is fighting Mikey Garcia next. That being said, we will talk about that on the live. Check out my new show, Split Decision. I will be dropping it and hosting it every Monday night at noon. So be on the lookout for that. And like I always say, subscribe below if you're trying to get smarter by the minute. If you're trying to get dumber by the second, don't, and listen to these casual fans. And follow Lunatoon Boxing for the funniest boxing memes. Follow me at Aki TV. Click on the notification bell to get notified every time we go live. And we will go live for this fight. So be on the lookout for that. And to be continued on the next episode of Aki TV. Peace, and we outie.